at it again, and so is Hillary. Yeah, like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. And Hillary's back with a dire warning too. Let's dive in.
So for those outside this country who may not know, it is not so much a fight between two different parties. It's an internecine warfare within one party, the GOP.
Yeah.
So when you look at how to go forward for the country, as you say, is there any area of coalition building that could happen? There are pragmatic Republicans, as you say. Could there be a whole new way of trying to, get legislation going and cross-party governance going by Democrats and certain Republicans forming a coalition?
Well, you saw the number of Republicans who voted along with Democrats to keep the government open. So there's clearly a common sense, sane part of the Republican caucus in the House. But I think they are intimidated. They oftentimes, say and do things which they know better than to say or do. And it will require us defeating those most extreme measures and the people who promote them in order to try to get to some common ground where people can, again, work together.
What does she mean by that? I'm going to run that back. What does she mean by that?
They oftentimes, say and do things which they know better than to say or do. And it will require us defeating those most extreme measures and the people who promote them.
What does she mean by defeating those extreme measures and the people that promote them? What does she mean by that? Defeating? Do I count in that person who's promoting? Right? Let me know. I'm kind of confused. And what does she mean by defeating? If I'm in that group, how do you defeat me? I don't consider myself a threat. I've never threatened anybody, right? I'm not threatening any type of violence. You know what I mean? So I'm just asking, what does she mean by defeat? Y'all let me know.
In order to try to get to some common ground where people can, again, work together. That's the way it used to be. I mean, we had very strong partisans in both parties in the past, and we had very bitter battles over all kinds of things, gun control and climate change and the economy and taxes. But there wasn't this little tail of extremism wagging the dog of the Republican Party as it is today. Mm-hmm. And sadly, so many of those extremists, those Maga extremists, take their marching orders from Donald Trump, who has no credibility left by any measure. He's only in it for himself.
Hold on. Trump has no credibility left? Coming from the person that, how does Trump say it? Russia. Really? Okay. Interesting. It's coming from that same individual. Just saying.
Now defending himself in civil actions and criminal actions. And when do they break with him? Because at some point, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but something needs to happen.
And how do you do that?
Formal deprogramming of the cult. Say that again?
When do they break with him? Because at some point, maybe there needs to be a formal deprogramming of the cult members, but
Whoa, that's explosive. Formal deprogramming of the cult members. I love how the left tries to call us extremists and cult members. Vote blue no matter who. Sounds like a cult to me. If we don't get our way, we're going to destroy everything. Sounds extreme to me. And we've got multiple instances of the left absolutely destroying things when the left doesn't get its way. I think there was a recent situation in Philly, maybe, where a cop did something and they didn't like what came out of it or whatever, and people started ransacking stores. I can't remember. I think it was Philly. Y'all let me know in the comment section. But where do you see these people on the right being these so-called extremists? Like, let me know. The left has one situation that they all remind us of 24/7, every chance that they possibly can. They have one situation. One. When we have lots of instances, situations, and circumstances where the left is destroying stuff like crazy, they have one situation that they point to with us. Just one. But we're the extremists? Explain that one to me. How am I? I'll use myself as an example. How am I extreme? I don't threaten anybody, right? I didn't make up no Russia. You know, like, how am I extreme? How am I a cult member? I don't remember signing up, and I've never met Trump a day in my life. Never shook the man's hand. I've never even seen him in person. Never. I've never even gone to a rally before. Never gone to any type of where he's spoken or anything. I've never been within 1,000 feet of this man, but I'm a cult member. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. I'm a cult member, but I've never been in 1,000 feet of this man. Explain that one to me. This stuff is just getting absolutely ridiculous. They're just pulling stuff out of their ass at this point. It's honestly pissing me off. You're going to call somebody, possibly, now I don't know if she meant me or who exactly she's meaning. It sounded like she meant anybody that supports Uncle Trump. But you're going to call folks like that extremists, cult members? How? I would love an explanation. Because I've got tons of videos and clips of the left being the extremists, of the left being cult members, of the left destroying things, of the left burning down things, of the left terrorizing people. Show me the clips of the right. You can only come up with one situation. One. I rest my case.
Thing needs to happen.
And how do you do that? Because you said you have to defeat them by defeating their leader. Their leader is Donald Trump. Even you have said that you expect him to be the Republican nominee. How does this change at all?
At this point, I think, sadly, he will still likely be the nominee, and we have to defeat him. And we have to defeat those who are the election deniers, as we did in 2020.
Oh! Deniers, eh? So you mean yourself, right? Is that what you mean? You better be talking about yourself, because I have evidence. Don't make me pull it out. I've got evidence. I've got clips of you on camera saying some denial things. I mean, I know that's extreme. You must be an extremist now, because you were denying some things. Okay? Just saying.
We have to defeat them, and we have to defeat those who are the election deniers, as we did in 2020 and 2022. And we have to, just be smarter about how we are trying to empower the right people inside the Republican Party. Nancy Pelosi had a majority.
How we are empowering the right people inside the Republican Party? Hold on. So are you saying that you should be, or y'all should be in charge of who's at the top of the Republican Party? Explains a lot when you got Mitch McConnell still sitting there. Says a whole lot.
Majority of 5 votes when she was Speaker. Kevin McCarthy had a majority of 5 votes. Nancy Pelosi passed consequential legislation, and she clearly had members within her caucus who, ranged across a spectrum of political beliefs and ideology, and she kept everybody together, and she kept everybody focused on the future.
Because the Democrat Party is a cult party. If you do not follow the script, you are banished. You're kicked. Definition of the cult. You don't follow. If you don't drink the Kool-Aid, you can't be in the group. That is why. When's the last time you saw a Democrat break the mold? Like, really break the mold. Not just make a simple statement, going against Biden or something, but like really break the mold. You think they all agree on everything? I once read a quote, and I think it rings true right now. It said, if everyone in a room agrees, somebody's lying. If every single person in a room agrees, someone is lying, because we're all individuals. We all have different backgrounds. We all come from different places, which means we all have different thoughts, right? We're not, yes, we're humans, but we're not the same. Okay? And for you to tell me that Democrats always go into a room and agree and walk out all happy and glee, that's BS. Somebody's lying. Or you're a cult. Kind of interesting. Once again, the left accuses the right of what the left does or is. Another example of it right there. And I rest my case.
He couldn't do that. And so he paid a price, but more importantly, the country paid a price.
And so when you see another matchup between potentially Trump and President Biden, what goes through your mind? And particularly, how do you process that this person who defeated you back in 2016 is still...
And before somebody tries to twist it, I did this, meaning a loss, a L. It's not a gang sign or anything like that. I don't want somebody, oh, he was throwing up. Okay. No, it's an L, a loss, loser, loss, L, you know? Had to make that clear before somebody tried to, y'all know how things go these days. You got to make stuff 100% clear or somebody's going to try to twist it, you know? Goodness gracious.
At it, given all that you've said, 91 indictments, civil fraud, sexual transgressions according to the courts, how is this still happening?
It's the classic tale of an authoritarian populist who really has a grip on the emotional, psychological needs and desires of a portion of the population. And the base of the Republican Party, for whatever combination of reasons, and it is emotional and psychological, sees in him someone who speaks for them. And they are determined that they will continue to vote for him, attend his rallies, wear his merchandise, because for whatever reason, he and his very negative, nasty form of politics resonates with them. Maybe they don't like migrants. Maybe they don't like gay people or black people or the woman who got the promotion at work they didn't get. Whatever.
You see what she tried to do there? You see what she tried to do? See, and this is the thing. I absolutely despise these lies, man. Oh, maybe they don't like black people. Maybe they don't like this group of people. Maybe they don't like that group of people. Maybe they don't like women. The woman that got the promotion. Man, stop it. Stop it. The only people out here spewing hate are Democrats. And I've got video proof. This isn't just me pulling it out of my behind, just making some simple statements like that. I've got proof. Prove to me that there are Republicans out here that are just walking around, oh, I hate black people. Oh, I hate women. I hate this woman that got the promotion. Show me. Show me. I can show you a video of Democrats hating people, though. I sure can. Show me. Show me the evidence. Where is the evidence? I'll tell you where it is. Thin air. It doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. It's nowhere. Sheesh Louise.
The reason, Make America Great Again was a bid for nostalgia, to return to a place where, people could be in charge of their lives, feel empowered, say what they want, insult whoever came in their way. And that was really attractive to a significant portion of the Republican base. So it is like a cult. And somebody has to break the, break that momentum. And that's why I believe Joe Biden will defeat him. And hopefully then that will be the end and the fever will break, and then Republicans can try to get back to, fighting about issues among themselves and electing people who are at least, responsible and accountable.
Oh, like Mitch McConnell, of course. Negative. After 2024, the Republican Party will look more like Donald Trump and Matt Gaetz than ever before. The Republican Party will no longer be the same at all, as well as the Democrat Party will no longer look the same. The Democrat Party's stranglehold on minorities will no longer exist. It will no longer exist. Democrats will actually have to do something instead of just give a bunch of lip service, right? They'll actually have to do something. So, no, Joe Biden isn't going to win. And no, Republicans who support Trump aren't a cult. We aren't a threat. We aren't extremists. This is total hogwash. This is total BS. Show me where the threat is, right? Show me. I can show you videos of Democrats being threats and being violent and vile individuals. Show me the video where Republicans are doing it. Show me. I've got lots of videos of Democrats. Do you have lots of videos of Republicans? You got one instance, one situation, one circumstance that Democrats always run to for Republicans, against Republicans. Oh, look, guys. I've got, I don't know, countless situations and circumstances where Democrats are being violent, being extremely rude, calling people's names like she mentioned there, right? I've got countless videos of different, not the same, of different situations and circumstances. Different people, different places, lots of them. I'm just saying. So who's really the extremist here? And I rest my case. Y'all stay safe. Peace and love. I'm out.